Looks maxing is the belief that looks is going to be the most important thing in your life. The way your face looks marks everything, and it's the most important thing to do well in this life. What if I told you that's not completely true, and that I personally believe height is actually much more important than just having the looks? Now, when I'm speaking about height, I'm speaking about the most attractive height for men, which is going to be between 6'2" to 6'6". Below 6'2" and above 6'6", you stop seeing quite as many benefits to being considered the tall guy. Now, one of my inspirations for this video is actually I saw somebody trying to imitate my reaction videos in public, but he was shorter, maybe 5'9", 5'10". He has a handsome face, like he looks objectively attractive, but he was not really getting any reactions. It was like he was almost invisible out in public. So this is why I'm telling you, man, as long as you are not a sub 5, like as long as you're not unattractive, I genuinely believe being taller, being in the ideal height range is the most important attractive factor that is going to dramatically enhance your life. And in today's video, I'm gonna dive all into it. So without further ado, let's get it. The number one reason is quite simple. It comes from evolution. It's very simple, man. Women want to feel protected. They want to feel like their man is going to be protecting them, making sure they are safe, being the provider. It's almost like whenever someone is too pretty, then the focus isn't so much on them. But whenever someone is very tall, even if he's not the most attractive guy in the world, I think he's going to do better because he triggers that basic evolutionary need that women have to feel protected. And this is reflected in modern day dating apps. So I've talked about this so many times at this point, man, but women literally, they put their filters on at least 6 feet tall. So it doesn't matter if you're freaking Zac Efron on Tinder. Zac Efron is getting cut out with the freaking filters, man. It doesn't matter how handsome you are. 60% of girls will not even give you a chance if you're 6 feet tall. And this sucks, but this is the reality of the modern world, man. This is why I'm talking about optimizing your health, doing everything you possibly can to grow as tall as possible, because it really does make one of the biggest differences in the modern world. They actually did a crazy study. So they did some research and they found that somebody who is 6 feet tall and above earned at least $166,000 more than somebody who is 5'5" over a 30-year career. $166,000. Like, that's a Lamborghini Huracan, man. Like, that is a lot of money just because people naturally look up to the taller person. They see them as the leader. They are giving these guys who are taller the life opportunities. They are getting the promotions. They are becoming the managers. They are doing everything, man. And it's simply because people are looking up to them, man. Leadership roles in the modern world are disproportionately taken over by taller guys. This is why the majority of presidential elections are won by the taller, more attractive candidate as well, man. Height plays such a big factor. When you are physically looking up to someone, then they are subconsciously looking up to you as well. Height also influences first impressions, how people perceive you, and not just that, your perceived level of confidence. So even if you are taller, let's say you were insecure, you're just not really feeling all that, people are naturally still going to perceive you as a more confident, good-looking guy in general. You have a halo effect whenever you are taller in the ideal height range, 6'2" to 6'6". I don't want this video to discourage you. I don't want you to watch this and be like, well, it's completely over, my genetics suck, blah, blah, blah. I've been telling you this over and over again. My parents are both roughly 5'8", 5'9". My genetic potential, I was supposed to be 6 feet, maybe 6'1" on a good day, but I grew to 6'6". This is well beyond my potential. My brother did the exact same thing. He's roughly 6'4", 6'5", and we both optimized our genetics. He actually led the path, man. He led the way by teaching me all these health protocols, getting obsessed about it, freaking everything, because height is only 60 to 80% genetic, 20 to 40% environmental, meaning that you can control it. And I believe the number one reason most people don't actually reach their high growth potential is nutrient deficiencies. 92% of Americans across all social classes, rich, poor, middle class, are deficient in basic vitamins and minerals. When this happens, IGF-1, human growth hormone, shuts down, closing those growth plates. So you need to pick up Titan Grow 2.0 on my website, kalosique.com, which has 500 to 1000% of all your daily required nutrients to optimize your height growth. Don't forget, guys, my skincare is on kalosique.com as well. It is the best all-natural skincare in the industry. You gotta pick it up. I myself use it on a daily basis, so it is the best, man. And don't forget to join Kalos VIP. This is my school of looks maxing with my 3-hour looks maxing masterclass, 2-hour height growth masterclass. And right now, we have the female nature masterclass. Link below to join now. Hope to see you guys there. Now we're talking about the solution besides optimizing your health. So first of all, we gotta make sure that you're trying to do everything to optimize your health, which is key to growing taller. We're not doing any sort of SARMs, we're not taking HGH, we're not doing anything crazy. We want to naturally boost HGH, testosterone, as much as possible, sleeping properly. I've made videos about this, but let's say you are stunted. Let's say you're 30 years old, you've done everything, your dating life sucks right now. I want you to actually look at your life from an objective perspective. How attractive would you be from a woman's point of view? And a lot of you guys, you were coping with the height as in saying, oh, I'm 5'7", it's over for me. I'm 5'2", it's over for me. And you don't even try, man. You don't even put an effort into any other aspect of your life. You're not trying to get the body of a freaking Greek god. You're not trying to look more aesthetic facially. You're not trying to do any of this stuff, man. Sometimes your height growth could be cooked, or maybe it's just simply too late. You never did my protocols during puberty, during your early 20s, and it's just too late. It is not too late to do everything else, man. So right now, you need to start optimizing everything. Optimizing your health is still going to be one of the most beneficial things you can do for facial development, for confidence, for overall energy, how you feel, freaking everything. You need to be optimizing your hormones. That's step number one. Step number two, we got to be working the confidence, the charisma, the net worth. I've always talked about this, man. 80% of Americans literally do not have $1,000 to cover an emergency expense. The majority of Americans are overweight or obese. Like, it has never been easier to separate yourself from the majority of the population. So if you're watching this, it's time to level up. Your height is not going to stop you from living your dream life, but it will benefit you. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, it will benefit you if you're in that 6'2" to 6'6" height range. But I'm gonna tell you, even if you're in that height range, you still gotta be putting in the work, man. Because there is a lot of heightflation going around. Guys are lying about their height. Guys are actually getting taller. The younger generations are getting taller than ever before. So if you are still in this height range, I'm telling you, man, you gotta get shredded. You gotta look like a Greek god. You gotta get the money up. My goal with everything is play life like it's a freaking video game. Like, you have all these bars right here of attractiveness. So one bar, which is, I believe, the most important, is going to be height. So once you're in that perfect height, this bar is full. But then you still need to get everything else. The money, the physique, the charisma, the confidence, the style, the hairstyle, everything filled out to become the most attractive human you could possibly become, to live life to the fullest. Now, if you don't have that height, like I said, you can still max out all the other bars and mog the shit out of everyone. That's it. Subscribe if you're new. Love you with all my heart. Peace.